morning. How's everyone doing today? Welcome back to another episode of TLG Live. I'm Jon Nieh, the partners at Trowbridge Law Group, and today I'm going to be answering the question: Are regulation crowdfunding and regulation A plus right for you? So, if you're watching this, if you're thinking about doing a Reg CF or Reg A plus offering, this probably answer a lot of your questions. And the reason why I wanted to answer this question today is, there was some big news on Monday. Some new rules, new updates to Reg CF and Reg A Plus came out. Actually came out a long time ago, but they finally became effective on Monday. The biggest ones were Reg CF used to be capped at a little over $1 million. You can only raise $1 million each year. They increased that to $5 million. So starting Monday, you can now raise up to $5 million through Reg CF. Reg A Plus was capped at $50 million previously. On Monday, they increased that to $75 million. So because of that, there's a lot of renewed interest in these two types of offerings. And I have a feeling a lot of people are going to reach out to us asking, hey, should we be doing a Reg CF? Should we be doing a Reg A Plus now that these limits have been increased? And that's a great question. I mean, these are great tools for people that are looking to raise money to go out and use the internet to raise money, right? So, I mean, that's the great thing about Reg CF and Reg A Plus is it's actual crowdfunding. You can raise money online from people you don't know, from anybody, right? Not just accredited investors, but non-accredited investors as well. Anyone can invest in a Reg CF offering. Anyone can invest in a Reg A Plus offering. So why shouldn't you do it then? Well, there's a few reasons, right? So let's start with Reg CF. It is regulation crowdfunding. It's true crowdfunding. You can raise money online, but you have to go through a registered crowdfunding portal. You can't do it yourself. There's only certain licensed portals out there. There's only, I don't know the exact number, but there's only so many out there, right? And there's only so many out there with a large investor pool that have a healthy investment environment, right? So you wouldn't invest in a campaign that was doing something like a Kickstarter that was using some other portal that you've never heard of, right? Everyone goes through Kickstarter because that's where all the best Kickstarter campaigns are located, right? And you have the best chance of finding a good product. Same logic applies to regulation CF, right? You wouldn't go to a portal to invest in a company if you've never heard of that portal, right? Why would you do that? You want to go to the best portal because they're going to have the best issuers, they're going to have the best companies, and you're going to have the best chance to make a profit on your investment. So that being said, there's only really 3 portals out there that have a large investor pool, and the 3 are WeFunder, Start Engine, and Republic.io. So if you want to have a successful Reg CF offering, you need to get listed on one of those 3 portals. So that's the first hurdle that you're going to face as someone who's interested in Reg CF is, how do I get listed on these portals? Well, each portal has their own criteria. You should reach out to them directly to find out exactly what that is. But if you're not a company that they're looking for, so each one has kind of their, types of industries that they kind of focus on. So like Start Engine is more focused on startup companies, right? WeFunder is more focused on, mom and pop small businesses, like the company that I helped do with Reg CF. They were a distillery. They got listed on WeFunder. Republic.io is more, I guess, random. It's kind of like everything, startups, small businesses, all of that. So each one kind of has its own industry that they focus on. So if you're a company that's not doing something like that, you might not get listed. So that's number one, right? You have to get one of these portals on board with your company. So if you're a brand new company, or if you're a real estate syndicator and you're trying to raise money for a property that um, you don't have any experience doing this, right? The chances of you getting listed on these portals is pretty slim to none, actually. Um, so that's the biggest roadblock. So if you're just getting started out and you have no experience, you're not going to get listed. You're not going to be able to raise money through Reg CF. So if you're calling me and asking, hey, like, I've never done this before, I've never raised money before, I want to start a business to buy some property for my first time, and I want to use Reg CF, I'm going to tell you, good luck, but I'm not going to take you on as a client. What about Reg A plus though? You want to do a large fund, start a blind pool to raise a bunch of money, up to $75 million now. Well, similar issues kind of apply to that, right? If you don't have any experience raising money before, you don't have any experience investing in real estate before, good luck with that. No one's going to really invest in your Reg A offering. But on top of that, there's also additional costs and time that's involved with doing a Reg A plus offering, right? So companies that are looking to do a Reg A plus, they already have a lot of capital to invest to get started, to get up and running. So you're going to need probably at least 6 figures in legal accounting costs up front to get started to do a Reg A plus offering. Plus, it's very, very time consuming, right? So Reg A plus is kind of known as like a mini IPO. There's a process to get approved by the SEC before you can start raising money, and oftentimes that process takes 6 months, a year, maybe even longer, right? So if you don't have a lot of startup capital, if you don't have the time to invest into that, then Reg A plus is not for you. So who is Reg A plus for? I mean, if you have a ton of experience, you have a lot of track record of doing syndications, of raising money, of investing in commercial real estate, number one, you need that. Number two, you need a large following already, right? So look at the companies that have done a Reg A plus offering. These guys already have like hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of followers that they could reach out to, that they could send their offering to and say, hey, look what I'm doing now. Do you want to invest, right? Because if you don't have that type of following, you're going to have to spend a lot of money in marketing, right? How are you going to reach these people that you don't know, and to let them know that you're raising money for this new venture that you're starting? So going back to the question, are Reg CF, Reg A plus right for you? Well, if you're just getting started, you don't have any experience, you don't have any track record, no, definitely no, they are not right for you. So what should you do if you're new to this, if you don't have any experience? Well, probably a Reg D offering, because they're cheap, they're fast. You don't need a track record. You could go out and raise money from your friends and family. That's what everyone says, right? Friends and family offering. That's usually what you have to do for your first time trying to get started. So, anyways, hope that answers your question. If you were thinking about doing a Reg CF or Reg A plus offering, those are the things that you need to consider. That didn't answer your question, you could always shoot me an email, Jon, Jon, at Trowbridge Law Group, or you can go to our website, trowbridgelawgroup.com, and schedule a free consultation with me. Today is Thursday, so that means another episode of TLG Talks with Gene is premiering today at noon. So go to our YouTube page to watch that. Like us, follow us, subscribe, hit those notification bells. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next week.